Hey guys, good afternoon. How you guys doing? Today is a very sad day. Another sad day for Nigerians in diaspora because I believe that when something happens to one of us, it happens to all of us because even if you don't know that person, it doesn't affect you directly. You're not related by blood or you are not friends or family. For the fact that you are a Nigerian and you live abroad, then it's something that you reflect on because you'll be wondering, this could have been me, this could have been anybody. It is so sad that over and over again that we keep sharing these stories about Nigerians who have lived abroad successfully for years and they return home and under a few months, some cases under a few weeks, it's all over for them. It is, there's no, you can't even explain it, how somebody would live a successful life abroad. In this case now, where this man who, is a retired man, his name is Alhaji Mutiu. Adegbo Sheson. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry if I'm butchering the name. So it's Alhaji Mutiu. I'll just call him. He lived in the US for 45 good years. This man lived in the US for 45 good years. A chartered accountant who had a successful life over there for 45 good years in New York City specifically. There are some very laid back cities in the US that you don't even hear of. They are not in the news. They are just, But New York is like London. It's a very, it's out there when it comes to crime and things happening in a big city, in a major city. A lot of it goes on in New York City, just like it goes on in London. But by the grace of God, this Baba has successfully lived in New York City for 45 good years. Only for him to retire home to Nigeria with his wife, January 2019. And within a few months, that's the end. Hey! I don't even know. I don't know how you can explain it because a lot of people would dream that, okay, when I live abroad, after a number of years, my children are grown, they are settled, they are married. What am I doing abroad again? There's a Yoruba saying that says, Ilela Bosimioko, which means that it is the home that you rest from your toil, from your labor abroad or in the farm or in the field or wherever it is that you go to. And for most Nigerians who live abroad, they will always consider Nigeria as home, no matter how long you live abroad. Because you look at it that, okay, you've come here to hustle, to find a life for yourself, to work hard, to give your children a good future. And by the grace of God, if God helps you and you succeed in doing all that, when you've retired, what's the next thing for you to do? You'll be thinking about, let me go home. Let me see what I can contribute to my own society. Let me see how I can help my own community, my own environment. So this Alhaji Mutiu built a house in an area called Ikorodu, which is in Lagos State. And I am told that this is one of the most dangerous places in Lagos. I've been hearing so many stories about this Ikorodu, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. One of my friends bought a land there and built a house for his mother there. And when he told me, I was telling him, please do. This house, I don't know how safe it is for you to go there because I hear that this Ikorodu area is a very dangerous place. For some reason, it's an area that is quite far. Until a few years ago, nobody would know. You hear of Ikorodu as a town in the outskirts of Lagos, but it's not like really popular. But the past couple of years, it's been coming up because, land there is a bit affordable. So people go there to go and buy land, to build houses and things like that. So people have been building there. But unfortunately, it's this same Ikorodu people who live in this Ikorodu area that are targeting people who come to buy land there and build houses there. Their eye must not say a good house though. If you build a good house there, you are on your own. I hear that they are so organized in a way that they operate in those areas that they will come in a group of 30, 20 to come and visit you. It got so bad at a particular point, I think it was last year, that, you know, the Baale had to get involved because they were like, how can you be quiet like this and all this is happening in your area? And these are people they know, mind you. They are not strangers. These are young people that they know, that roam around those areas. They are looking for, you know, whatever it is that they are looking for all around the area. I mean, we heard so many stories about Ikorodu. Things are happening in that area. It is not a safe area. Unfortunately, this Alhaji Mutiu built a house in Ikorodu, retired. And the article says that he went to Island Club and he was on his way back. And as soon as he drove into his compound, it's either they were waiting for him or they were following him. The gate man opened the gate for him. The minute he entered, they just drove and followed him. And that was it. I mean, what they did to this man is not even something that you can... It's unspeakable things. You don't even want to talk about it. It's unspeakable what they did to him. If they only come to rob you, to collect things from you, take your money or whatever they think you, because the perception in those areas in Nigeria is that they think that once you come from the abroad, that you are coming with so much dollars, you got millions of dollars. But that's not always true. People who retire don't have that kind of money. They've invested their money, they build their house. All they want is just to have a retirement home. They want to have their car to move around and some money to feed and pay their, you know, to pay for their living. They don't have any big money, splash of money somewhere that they're going to bring home. But these people don't know that. In their mind, they think that, oh, Babayi has lived in the US. You know? Putting a family into this kind of everlasting misery. A father, a grandfather, somebody's in-law, somebody's, you know, husband. And the article where I'm reading it from is saying that the wife was in a night vigil. She went to a night vigil. That the security man had to call her to say, please don't come home. Oh, this is what's happening at home. Oh. But then again, you know, you never trust your domestic staff in Nigeria. You can never trust them. Because for all we know, he might just be in on it. I'm not saying he is, but it's a possibility. It's always a possibility. Don't trust anybody. You can't just trust anybody in that country called Nigeria. I'm telling you. It is so bad. It is so bad. You can't trust your driver. You can't trust your gate man. You can't trust your cook. You can't trust... Who can you trust? You can't even trust your family members. Because they think you have money. If only they know that it is not possible to make the kind of money that you just make, big money that you just do contracts and you make, you know, a huge amount of money in this part of the world. People who have money to even take home to do is savings upon savings upon saving, cutting down so many things, depriving themselves of so many things before you can come up with that kind of money. And when people build those houses, it's not one day. You build it over a period of time. Except, you know, people who are into illegal business. But for hardworking people who earn their income legally in this part of the world, and from what I'm reading about this Alhaji Mutiu, they say he was a very honest person. 45 years in the US, not a criminal record. They say he was so honest, straightforward person. Did he do wrong for going home? Did he do wrong for saying, okay, oh, I've lived 45 years, that's half my life. Let me go to my people and be with my people. Let me go to my environment. Let me go to my country. Every day they keep saying, oh, come home, come home. There's a contribution that you can contribute to your environment. You know, all the talents are going abroad to go and develop other country. We let them come home and develop their own country. This is it now. He's come home and look at what they did to him. Over property. Over property because of mansion. The same mansion. Car. Burnt car. Just brought so much misery and pain to the family. Why? Over material things. Oh my God. It is, I don't know. Can you change where you come from? Is it possible for you to say, okay, I'm no longer from this place anymore. I don't want to identify with this place anymore. I'm telling you that no matter how you feel like, oh, some people say, oh, once my parents die, That's it. I don't want to have anything to do with this country anymore. I'm not going to go back anymore. But I tell you, it's not always so easy. There is an emotional attachment that comes with it. Where you grow up, the people you know there, the people that stayed alive there, your wider family, your wider community. Remember that we are, as Africans, it's not always about me and my wife and children, or me and my husband and my children. There's a broader family there. And you want to feel like, okay, this is what I can contribute. Some people will go and establish businesses. I know people who've established some, spend so much money establishing businesses. At the end of the day, they end up duping them, stealing their money. They will do all sorts of things to them. And they will end up being broke, coming back being broke. Why? And somebody said that because there's no way you can explain it. You can't say, oh, it's because of poverty. I see people retiring to Kenya all the time. Is there no poverty in Kenya or other African countries? Yeah, there's poverty everywhere in this world. It's about the relationship that Nigerians have with money. The mentality that the average Nigerian has with money needs to change. Everybody is so desperate to be rich quick, rich quick, rich quick. And until that changes, these sort of stories are not going to end, sadly. It's not going to end. Poverty cannot be an excuse for this sort of behavior. How are you going to explain it? They didn't ask him for money that he would say, okay, if they even went to his house and, took everything, I'm sure he will give them. For them to just spare his life for his family and his loved ones. But no, they have to live pain, tears, and sorrow. That's why when you see people, karma is dealing with them and they are reaping what they've sown, you don't know. You'll be feeling sorry for them. Oh, look at what they are going through. But you don't know what they've done in the past. Some people in this world, before they leave this world, they will reap what they've sown because of what they've done. You can just imagine. So you that is thinking then, okay, you built your house halfway, or you finished building your house or your retirement home, you start thinking twice, is this the sort of place I want to retire to? Is my life safe here? Am I sure that I can live long in an environment like this? Because the stories are just too frequent. It's happening everywhere. They want everything that is yours. They want to take it. Not minding how long it took you to toil, to work hard. This Baba was a chartered accountant. 45 years in New York City, he worked and labored for him to build that house. And because of house, car, look at what they did. Just look at how they just wasted him. Oh my show, it is really, really sad. These stories are just so heartbreaking. I'm telling you, it is. And for anybody that is going for Christmas, or if you are one that is planning to retire there, there's no point saying don't retire there. You need to invest in security. That's what I'm saying now, that invest in security. Nigerian police is for sale, if you don't know. If you go to DPO and you give them money, they will give you policemen they will give you mopo. That is what all the pastors and all the big people in Nigeria use. Go, as you are planning your travel or planning your retirement, please put some money aside for security, because you have to buy your own security. Unfortunately, the private security companies will not be able to do it because they have no access to, the kind of things that Nigerians answer to. The average Nigerian Ogbologbo that is out there will not answer to anything except somebody that like Mopo, that their eyes are not clear. So invest in security, please. Do not just take security for granted. And then going out at night is very, very risky. The story said that this Baba was coming back from where he went to socialize in the island club. Going out at night is a no in a place like Lagos. Any major city in Nigeria, you don't go out at night. Not anymore. The times that people left home in the 80s, in the 70s, it's changed. The youths in Nigeria these days are so hungry and desperate. They will do anything. So going out at night is a no. Don't go out at night. Whatever you can do by 6 o'clock, please make sure you are back home where you are safe. At least in the daytime, you are still a bit more secure than nighttime. Nightlife is a no. Even parties these days, In Nigeria, here is daytime. They don't even do night parties anymore because of all the security issues. These are the things that, you know, you have to contend with, unfortunately. And I'm just going to leave it here by saying that may the soul of Alhaji Mutiu rest in peace. And we're sending love and condolence to the family and friends. We actually know somebody who knows the family, and we pray that his soul will rest in peace. So this is the life. Asani, Asan, Laye, Asani. You come empty-handed, you go empty-handed. But going like this, when the time is not, your time is not up yet, and you know, people just deliberately do wicked acts like this, it's just so sad and painful. But in all things, what can you do? It's the Lord that giveth, and it's the Lord that taketh. So be careful out there, please. Be very, very careful. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll speak to you in my next one. Take care. I love you.